Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome. Today I'm doing a winter solstice video and I'm doing it on this Monday the 18th where we're still harnessing that new moon in Sagittarius, fire sign. Sagittarius ruler Jupiter, luck and abundance, and the readings have all, it's since November about love and love, 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 love. And for this reading that I did a few days ago for this new moon, I mean, we had the lovers, we had the high priestess, we had the magician, we had the hierophant who can marry the lovers. Oh, what was another one? Oh, Diablo came through, which I'm reading this. I just printed this up because why I'm doing this winter solstice today to harness these energies of this new moon in Sagittarius. But this is so powerful as well. Okay. So the winter solstice is on the 21st, and I brought out my fairy ring deck because I'm going to read about the Yule card about winter solstice. And I also brought out the Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer because he has a winter solstice card and the new moon. So see, this is what we want to harness today. So let's see what comes through, okay? All right, but I went to I, I got an email. I think it's numerologist.com. And so this winter solstice, December 21st, is Saturn powered solstice in the sign of Capricorn. Okay. So it's kind of interesting how Capricorn's trump card is the devil, and that he came through. So I'm sharing it's all about balance. And now the winter solstice is all about how it's going to be the darkest night, but then it'll be the sun is coming back to us strong here in the northern hemisphere. But let's read about this that I printed out. It's short and sweet. A Saturn powered solstice on December 21. Happy holidays. And I think it was numerologist.com. Okay, happy holidays, exclamation mark. On 12/21, which is pretty cool, 12/21, 336, peace and harmony, okay? Karma, Diablo rules karma as well, okay? Monetary. So that's why, let's continue. Happy holidays. On 12/21, we celebrate the winter solstice, a time of spiritual reflection and setting intentions. And here we have this powerful new moon. We can still harness to set those intentions, make a wish. 2018 is going to be a bang up year for those of us who have awakened and we understand we're coded to do our soul purpose. Okay, a time of spiritual reflection and setting intentions. This year, this year, it coincides with Saturn's big move into Capricorn, where the planet will sit till 2020. So Saturn moving into the sign of Capricorn. And for those you Capricorn friends of mine, December 21 is your birthday. Happy birthday! Where the planet will sit till 2020. Okay, so that's again powerful. This cosmic event welcomes a boost of productive energy that will drive the goals you set during this time of reflection forward with oomph and power in 2018. When I read this, I'm like, this is what we've been saying. Oomph and power. It's going to be a bang up year. It's been coming on the table. And with love, and a pairing. The Two of Cups came through, my favorite card of all the tarot. For this reading I did for this power today, new moon in Sagittarius. And it's a coupling, a pairing of people who could just maybe do running a powerful, good business together. It doesn't have to be a romantic love, but the Two of Cups mainly speaks of a love affair, okay? But it could be a love affair that, you run a horse farm or you run a pet rescue and you meet the right, partner to do it. The winter solstice marks a potent turning point in the year when darkness is deepest and the sun shines above the horizon for the fewest hours of the day of the whole year. It's both a powerful time of release and of a seed sowing, very much like each of our 13 yearly new moons. And you know how I love doing my new moons and full moon videos. If I could we'll see what happens in 2018. So rejoice, exclamation mark, because this is the time to dream big and focus on what you want for your life. It's one of the best days in the year to hold a ritual and work your magic. So honor yourself and the world and get to it. Okay, get to it. And isn't that fabulous? And actually, Saturn, just put that over there. Saturn's trump card, major arcana card, is number 21, the world card, the universe card. Aleister Crowley calls it the universe card. So believe that this coming now, so gently, calmly, shut down 2017. Write those intentions down. Get grounded, walking on Mother Earth. This is how we do it here, okay? When we have these solstices and these new moons, all Luna revolving around the earth, okay? The sun, we revolve around the sun. It's like fantastic. And you can see I'm amped up, but I love doing this winter solstice too. Another one I was Samhain. I love doing the Halloween, but I couldn't do it this year, so that's why I'm committed to this. And on the solstice, December 21st, I'm going to do a Christmas reading for Jesus, okay? I already know what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it King Baby Jesus, okay? King Baby Jesus. So coming up on the 21st, that's what I'm going to do. So it's what? This Thursday, that's what we're going to do, okay? And then we'll reflect on this more. I'm going to pick one of each. But right now, I do want to go to my fairy ring. And I've had this, and I respect Anna Franklin very much. Look at this. I've had this since 2003. 2003. You can see it's kind of, and, oh, wait a minute. What's this? No, we don't want these. That's wrong deck. Sorry, how did that get in there? Okay, no. All right, so hold on. Fairy Festival. Yes, Yule. Okay, so Yule. Yule. Okay, it's the last one. Here it is. Okay, the last one. So here we have the Yule, and this is Anna Franklin with this deck. It's not a tarot deck. It's a deck of seasons and certain energies that work with each season. Okay, so and different festivals. She calls it, the fairy festivals. So here we have the Yule, and you can see Saint Nick right there, old Santa. A fairy. She's very, I think her name is Ian, little boy fairy. But let's just read it. The card shows some of the many fairies associated with Yule, the winter solstice, including Father Christmas. See, we got Father Christmas right here. Saint Nick, or however you want to call him, including Father Christmas and one of his elves, along with Jack Frost. Okay, hold on. Where's Jack Frost? Oh, there he is. You can see him here in the upper corner, Jack Frost. Okay. Yeah, he's mischievous, that one. Who brings the icy weather. The fairy island floats, dark and brooding in the background. The festival. Yule is the midwinter festival, the winter solstice, falling on or near December 21st in the northern hemisphere. It is the longest night of the year and the shortest day, when the ancients believed that the powers of darkness held sway. Fires were lit as a form of sympathetic magic to encourage the rebirth of the sun. After the solstice, the hours of daylight increase minute by minute until the summer solstice, the shortest night and longest day. Father Christmas, or Santa Claus, is a very special fairy who appears only once a year. It is possible that he evolved from the Scandinavian Germanic god Odin. Okay. You know how I love my runes. Who rode the skies at Yule wearing a red, bloody flayed animal skin, punishing the wicked and rewarding the good. It seems likely that he passed into English folklore and can be traced in the character who appears as master of ceremonies in the mumming plays as the King of Christmas. In Germany and Austria, he was transformed into, I don't know how to pronounce this word, Trimmerlehrer, known as the White Horse Rider. He entered North America with the Dutch Santa Claus, anglicized as Santa Claus. Similar gift-giving fairies include Icelandic Jola Zvernar, the Danish Julenis, and the Swedish Jutmont. Several fairies destroy any spinning left on the wheel at Yule at Christmas. Okay. Well, it keeps reading, but let's go straight to the divinatory meaning. When the card of Yule appears, it heralds powerful currents of birth, rebirth, the recovery of vitality and health, illumination, enlightenment, revelation, and a change of consciousness. Okay, there we have it. So that's why I wanted to open with this, because and then I just read that, what I printed up about an hour ago. And that's why I said, you know what a nice moment to harness these energies. And I've also brought out my sun and moon. And this is another Anna Franklin deck I really like. It's called the Sacred Circle. And this is a tarot deck. And she's definitely about the pagan world. And then Stephen Farmer's Earth Magic that we'll follow up with. And I kept my blessing cards, so we're going to pick one of the blessing cards as well. Okay? But let's see the sun and moon, because here we have it. This new moon in Saggy, and then on the 21st, when the sun and earth are like divine. Okay? It's how the supernatural does its scenario. Okay, so again, this is not a tarot deck. This talks about different kind of fae and the earth elementals right there in my hand. So let's just see how that works for us. And I'll try to keep my time. We're already into 11 minutes, but you know, this is a once a year reading I do for the solstice. So, and pray, my friends, just really for those of you who have been following me or you're new to me, right in my hand, right there. This is the time for definitely for us to truly embrace a new beginning for us, okay? Because this is the year. And now we realize, you know, with Saturn and Capricorn, you know, remember that Scarface movie, the world is yours. You know, we don't want to work with, you know, the being too materialistic. You know, we want to pay it forward, donate your time, but let the universe, Saturn's major arcana number 21, the the last card of the tarot in the major arcana set, letting you know we, the universe, will provide you when you align with what's your true purpose. Okay, your true life purpose, soul purpose, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and that's win-win. It's a win-win. Okay. Um, because this is very powerful. Saturn's very powerful. Um, Capricorn, very powerful. Okay. But it is about that ambition, Capricorn, and, you know, the monetary side. But Saturn is like having discipline, okay, and limits. So, you know, just keep the balance. That's if when you keep the balance, it's very simple, okay? There's nothing you need to do to be forced, but you got to work it hard. Oh, look at that card right there. Okay. That's truth. You have to work this. This is a time now, and give yourself for sure all next year, maybe 2 or 3 years. You know, nobody comes a doctor in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? You got to put time into it. Put time into it. But if you love what you do, it's easy as pie. Okay? So just balance. Balance is key. Look at that right in my hand. Okay. Balance is key. All right. Okay, right there. Okay, so the cards kind of came through very fluidly. I'm just going to take an exhale for the moment here. And with that, I like to erect my spine. Take a deep breath. Blow the belly out. And exhale slowly. Okay. And for those of you who've been with me through this 2017 or years prior, thank you all. I adore you all. And let's do it together consciously. We can truly, this world can truly be uplifted and bring beauty to ourselves. And we are protected. Remember, protect yourselves with the white light, bright light. Always. Okay. Always. Because Like we've been saying, the phantom forces, they don't want you to know this wisdom. They don't want you to protect yourself, by the beautiful ones. But when you do, they know it. And they'll go to the next person. Oh, look at this, talking about the white light, bright light. Look how beautiful. Ah, she's a beautiful card. You know what? I think I'm going to pick up all the cards first because I have to read from the book. But she's lovely. She's the lady, the white lady, um, very beautiful. It's like she's got the powers of the Lady of the Lake, you know, and the King Arthur who brought the sword out. But yeah, you see, she's like floating like an angel there. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, let me pick up all the cards because this is a different kind of reading in the respect. Look at this. How cool is this? Ah, now the Fairy Festival cards are very powerful, and I think there's like 7 of them in this deck. But look, just talking about how we're in the winter solstice for this reading, which is coming up here in a few days, and here comes the midsummer. So it's such a balance right there. How wonderful. How wonderful. And look, I put it back in the deck. Let me pull that out. Hold on. I just want you to see that the same, we might have to talk about this Fae because the same Fae has come through again. Except sitting, oh, that's Anna Franklin right there. Isn't she pretty? That's her, the green lady. I really respect this author and artist. I mean, she knows her pagan ways very, very well. But no, this is important. I know some people say, your readings are so long. It's just, there's Anne Franklin again. She's the Lady of the Lake. You gotta love her. Look at her. See, she knows what to do. And get outdoors. See, I'm suggesting. See how she's hugging the tree right there? Please, get out. Let's stand her tall over here. Give her some respect, okay? All right. And she got mermaids. I love this deck. I don't use it very much. Actually, I just use it for my solstices. Now, where did we put this? Come on, I just want you to see this. There she is. Anya, see, that's the fairy I was talking about. Because she's in here, too. See, she's in this one. There she is right there for the midsummer. All right, that we just pulled. And now, let me see. I just noticed her for the... Did I? Okay, hold on. One last... What did I do? Oh, here it is, Yule. Okay. Yeah, I think she's there again. We'll stand that up tall, too. So we know we're talking about this winter solstice, okay? All right, so let's pick up all these cards and see what the table is wanting to say. But already we got balance. Oh, my darlings, look who comes. The witchy woman herself. Now, I align with Morgan Le Fay, okay? Marie Laveau and Morgan Le Fay are my buddies when we do metaphysics. Oh, how cute! She's the half sister to King Arthur. If follow the Avalon King Arthur tradition, but she's the witchy witch, and she learned much from Merlin himself. Okay, the wizard Merlin. Yes, she was interesting. Look at the power right now. That's very cool. Wow, but it's balanced. Okay, this is a balanced power. And we have Anna Franklin herself watching the table. Okay, now we have the 5 of discs. Okay, so discs is the earth, resources, and what do they call it here? Restriction. Okay, well, to me, some of these words are always a little more hardcore than necessary because I see 5s exactly what we need to do right now. Change and move forward. Okay? Change and move forward. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Okay? We've been saying for months now, get your house in order and wait on the will of heaven. Because 2018 is cosmic right now. It's all cosmic. And get outdoors. Okay? Yes. But no, this, can't stand them all up. But we'll just set them down here. But this is telling us to move forward. And now we have the Seven of Fire. Okay. And see, this is another strong word, rivalry. But the sevens is about spiritual challenge or victory. Okay. And this card traditionally, and this is a famous, it's in Europe, in Britain, I think. This is a famous carving of, I think he's called the giant man there, the giant man. But this carving right there is literally like, I don't know, 10 stories tall, but it's carved into the grass. He's a big giant. But rivalry, yeah. And the Seven of Fire wands usually is also seen that, you are kind of standing strong in your position. You're not going to let people boss you around, okay? And that's what I feel right now too. You stand strong in your position, okay? Because when we're talking about seven as a spiritual, challenge or victory, you have spirit on you. You call in the white light, bright light, okay? And look, the lady, I want to read her from the book, The White Lady. So you stand strong in your spiritual faith, faith. We've been saying faith, hope, patience, and take that leap of faith now for 2018. Take it. Do whatever you've been wanting to do, that brings beauty to many people, okay? It's not about being egomaniac. This is not about ego, especially spirituality. Definitely not about ego, okay? This is more about you're tapping Great Spirit, like they say in Native American wisdom. You're tapping the sun, the moon, the earth, the planets, the stars. Okay? Imagination. Here's Anna Franklin again. Oh, Lord. There she is as the Queen of Swords, okay? And she's the queen of thought, the queen of how you think, your beliefs, okay? And we talk about the queens, how they're the obviously the feminine, but it's more like this one as a Queen of Swords. She's male active, okay? But they're about, having that clear conscious. You know what to do. We got a rabbit, a hare, Hare here. And there she is standing on the ground as well, holding the sword, the Excalibur sword. So she's holding it twice, and Morgan Le Fay's over here holding it, the Lake Maiden. So there she is as the Lady of the Lake. And then we have Morgan Le Fay, one of the highest witches that's ever been read about or written about. But this is my favorite one when she's the Green Lady. I think she looks so pretty there. Yeah, but it's getting grounded, get by a body of water, and if you don't live by that, just that nice salt bath, and then, especially when you need alone time, solitude time, but you have, kids everywhere or whatever it is, you say, Mom's going to take her time out, so go, and you guys, you know what to do, because that's important. That's muy importante, because if you don't have that time to go within and talk to spirit, like literally, I talk to them out loud like I'm talking to all of you. I've talked about it before. And it's not about, sitting down and praying you just talk to them, okay? But you have to know it's reflection time. You light a candle, all right? Get some incenses, essences. Look at that. Now we have the Princess of Swords. Okay. All right, so this is from the Sun and Moon. So we can see that definitely it's how we're going to be thinking now and using that imagination. Believe in yourself. Okay? Anna Franklin. Now, these are old decks. When was this one written? 2003, I think. She's used her imagination, but it's concrete. And she related the fairy ring to, sacred times. And she brought the seasons in. So I love all that. But here we have, I love when I see the prince and the princess, because that means we have the energy. But we're already in the castle, okay? We know that we can work with the royals, okay? I don't know if we want to work with the royals, but you know what I'm saying. We have the aptitude to build our own castle in the sky, okay? By our clear thinking, and it's working hard. 2018, you gotta work it. You gotta walk it, talk it, and work it. But it'll pay off because you're working with the universe, okay? Very good. Okay. Look how beautiful, beautiful. And I'm telling you, the love has been here. And look at this. Look at this. Holy cup, the Holy Grail right here. That's what they were all about, looking for that, the Holy Grail. King Arthur and his, peeps there. And that's how the Templars started too. But that was more wicked because that was coming from the Pope, the Templars. They're going to do a show just about them here in the USA. I may watch some of it. But it was, brutal stuff. This is about, the new beginnings, aces, having that desire. It's a new love coming into your life, okay? And for you, some of you are, married or you may have a child, okay? A child coming in. But a birth of a new business idea, okay? It's going to be what you've always desired, okay? It's what comes from your heart, body, mind, heart, spiritual, soul. This is wonderful, wonderful. This is real good. That's really, really good. And coming from the sun and moon, so that's fabulous. Now, the 5 of Wands, didn't we? Oh, no, we had the 7 of Wands. Okay. But now, so we have 2 5s on the table as well. But again, they use the word restriction and strife. I see it as movement forward, okay? Maybe if you don't move forward in 2018 with how you're thinking, your passion energy, the wands, the fires, our passion energy, you might get stuck then. And that's what's sad because the universe is saying, make it happen for yourself. Get up and get it done, okay? And they'll support you. That's the beauty. They will support you. They'll give you that energy boost. Because sometimes some of us do run around, with our heads cut off like a turkey in the respect, running around. And for God bless you with the children and grandchildren. But we got to put the balance into it. We really do. It's about balance. And it's not selfish when you say, Mama has to take a break here. Or, Poppy is going to go fishing for the day. Unwind. But that's where you're gaining power. That's when you talk and say, Father God or whoever you talk to, beautiful ones, the higher sources that be, I'm on your team. Let's work together. Let's make this happen. Whatever I'm directed to do, I'll follow. Okay, I'll follow. So it's beautiful, beautiful. I got to read this one, the white lady, because I know that there's a reason she came out. And I was just the synchronicity. I was just talking about the white light, bright light, right? And we were just, look at this. I just opened into a page. Synchronicity. That's another thing, my friends. Pay attention. Pay attention. You'll start seeing things, and you'll be writing something or reading something, and then if you have, song on or the TV on or something, and that same word will come through. Look at this. What's the odds of that? That I open straight to her page. She's from the spring court. You see how this is the autumn court right here. You can see the leaves. That's the autumn court. This is the summer court. You can see all the flowers, okay? So this is the spring. So pay attention. By the springtime, things could be changing. I know this is sort of reading from the northern hemisphere here, but hey, listen, wherever you are, if you're going into the summer, spring, more power to it. Okay, the white lady. The card depicts a lovely woman with flowing silver hair. Okay. She floats over a mountainous ravine in which a waterfall crashes down the rocks. The air is misty blue. Okay, white ladies are common in fairy lore. Sometimes the name of fairy will simply mean white lady, as with the African Shamantine and the Irish be fine. Okay, keeps reading too much. Okay, let's go straight to the oh boy, hold on. Look at this though. We gotta read this now. I was just gonna go straight to the divinatory, but here's Arthur's sister, Morgan Le Fay in here. Okay, two white ladies appear. Hold on, let's bring her in here now. Okay, let's bring her in. Okay, divinatory meaning here. Two white ladies appear in the Arthurian myths. The name of Queen Guinevere means white phantom. Okay, see, I didn't know that. She was a flower bride, married in May, and represents the protective spirit of the land of Britain. The other is Morgan Le Fay, Morgwyn, White Lady, Arthur's sister, the protective spirit of the other world, the island of Avalon. And there it is right there, the island of Avalon. Okay, we'll see. Look how that is. Another balance, a pairing of a balance here. So that's wonderful. Wonderful. I like that. So get your power up. And even though we're reading about white ladies, this is for the males out there too. Just get that spirit. We don't read anything male, female here on this channel in the respect. We read for your soul, because your soul could have been man in the past or an animal, or, but we move forward. But look, we got some power people right here in my hand, and that the balance came through. That's pretty wild too. So you see, here comes for the midsummer and the summer. So any of you working on projects, consider the springtime. To just consider next year's the year. Okay, please just recognize that. Okay, recognize that. All right, and don't let people kind of put you down, especially family. And I've said it 1,000 times. When you start embracing your spiritual side, you're gonna have people, especially those that don't believe in any of it, gonna kind of mess with your mind. Okay, and that kind of came through here a little bit. Like, stand your ground. Okay, if anybody's saying you can't do that, why are you doing that? You stand your ground because you let spirit work with you. Okay, Santa Claus. Okay. This badass right here and this lovely Anna Franklin. Look at that. It's very, very nice to see it all come through because this is power time now. We got to amp it up, power up. And I just started my 7th year on YouTube, and I can tell you I'm feeling this. I really am. So, and look at what came through again. This is very, very powerful here. Okay. So if you're not familiar with Anna Franklin, maybe read her bio because she's, I respect very, very much. Okay, so now the new moon, I'm going to pick one card right here, but I just wanted to put these cards down to bring their power for the table because right now today, this 18th of December, powerful new moon in the fire sign of Sagittarius, which I talked was about love, 2 of cups, the lovers, the magician, the high priestess, the Hierophant came out. It was very, powerful. And now here we are reading about this winter solstice, and they're saying, we've got the ace of love sitting on the table. But it's about you going within and making it happen. Okay, this really is about you. But take your time. There's no race. See, when spirit is involved, we're not racing at all. We wait on their will. And that's what I'm saying. Put your house in order. Donate what you no longer need. Put your house in order. And wait on the will of heaven. But I did want to read one thing about this winter solstice card that he wrote about, the reflection card. Because he said it like this. Throughout many cultures, there are tales describing this time as the birth of the archetypal Sun King, including the Christian story of Jesus' birth, representing the hope of renewal from the darkest period of the solar cycle. Okay, so this image portrays simply a powerful representation of the winter solstice. So have reflection, okay, have reflection. This one used the word restriction. Reflection sounds so much better, right? Okay, so sometimes we have to put ourselves in that time out, you know, soak in the tub, sea salt bath, purify yourselves, walk on the, beach or hike in the woods or whatever, and go into this reflection time, okay? We're going to be hitting these energies right here and make a wish. Make a wish today if you see this video today. Well, this is harnessing. We can harness this throughout this whole month. This new moon has been so powerful. And, okay, and that now Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn, trump card, the world, make it happen for yourselves, okay? Make it happen. All right, let me just pick one card and let's put our heart, body, mind, and soul, because this is a once a year reading, but it's come through very, very gracious, I think so. But, you got to become like your own high priestess and magician. That's sort of like what we got to do, and be in balance. The sun and the moon, balance, okay? This earth wouldn't be here without our sun star and without the luna, okay? So keep it in balance. Stillness, okay, lake. And we had the lady of the lake here. Yes, we did. The lake maiden. What time is it? Okay, all right, we got good time. Lake, stillness. See, that's what we were just suggesting. You got to take time for yourself. When we want to go within and we want to talk to spirit, you can't have technology on. You can't be driving in the car. I mean, you can reflect in a car, turn the music off, but you still got to drive. You got to pay attention. So this is when you can take a time out for yourself, okay? In quiet power time, okay, quiet power time, but just, like the lady of the lake. She's the one who gave the Excalibur to King Arthur. Okay, well, he pulled it out, but it was meant for him, okay? And she retrieved it when he threw it back in the lake, but maybe some of you metaphorically can pull it out from her, okay? And become a champion. Stillness. The subdued pastels of the early morning light quietly announce that the night is over and the sun is rising. The lake itself hasn't awakened from its rest and remains still and undisturbed. It welcomes the coming day, ready to respond with grace and fluidity to whatever currents and movements appear in its belly or upon its skin. The surrounding vegetation thrives from the abundant water near the shoreline, and the unoccupied boat, okay, there's a boat right there. The unoccupied boat lies in wait for its next passenger. All is at rest in the scene. It's in the deep, internal stillness that we find our being, capital B being, and come to know that we are intimately united with all of capital C creation. To achieve this mindset, we must slow down once in a while and get away from the surroundings that interfere and distract our inner quality, and also who interferes with our inner tranquility. When we do so, this profound stillness is available at all times, regardless of the environment. We can experience the sensation with steady, conscious breathing, or we can simply pause for a few moments and be still, okay? And that's what we were just suggesting. The truth is that we can't be having this. Okay, so because this is tapping the table, let me continue reading. The tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to the quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry up syndrome, nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly non-stop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it is a special place in your home or a place in nature that is far from human-made noise. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. And that's what we, this is what we mean when we say we go into our quiet power. Okay. That this is saying it right here. Okay. Quiet power. But he's saying of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and senses. And that's what, then you start getting, they'll tell you a code and always have pen and paper ready. If they tell you a word, a phrase, a sensation, a smell, okay, keep your senses going. But it's only you and Great Spirit, okay? So don't give up on that. That's great that this card came through because that's how we do it. You can't be, run around with your head cut off, okay? That's for sure. Confusion. No, no, no. We want to tap this Great Spirit, okay? Whatever you want to call the divine, whatever you believe in, okay? All right, let me just pick the last card, and I'm going to turn my head because I know I can see the letters, so let me just turn. Let's see, we get a nice card to close this reading, which for this winter solstice I've enjoyed, and here in the northern hemisphere, the trees start losing their leaves, and just everything starts going within, and that's kind of what we need to do. Comfort. Okay, this is a new card for the table. Comfort. That's pretty. It looks like it's a pretty flower too. Let me just hold it up for you. Okay. Mine is the family of man. My tribe inhabits the earth, walking in different lands, speaking in different tongues, but living one life as we go forward. Knowing that I am a part of it all, I cherish differences. Okay, so have comfort. Okay, find comfort in your home. Find comfort in knowing that many of us, whether we live in the USA, whether, Denmark friends, Africa friends, my Brazilian friends, British, USA, of course, China, Japan, we can all have comfort in this collective consciousness that we are truly can help heal this planet. I believe in that. Mine is the family of man. My tribe inhabits the earth, walking in different lands, speaking in different tongues, but living one life as we go forward, knowing that I am a part of all life. I cherish differences, but the beauty is there. And just because it came out so sweet, let's just like one more, and then, yeah, these are short and sweet too. I like that because now we need to hear one last word. At least I'd like to see one last one. Okay? Graceful good. Well, I know that card has come through as well before. Okay, graceful good. Because I remember the lily. I remember this lily because actually I had a purple lily on my table when I first pulled this card. I anticipate the blessings hidden in all circumstances. Therefore, I surrender my need to control relationships and events. I open my heart to divine outcomes, divine timing. I allow my agendas to become divine agendas. There it is. Okay. God bless you all. One last time. I anticipate the blessings hidden in all circumstances. Therefore, I surrender my need to control relationships and events. I open my heart to divine outcomes, divine timing. I allow my agendas to become divine agendas. Okay. And it is all about timing. And you see how the universe works with divine flow, the solstices, the equinoxes, the full moon, the new moon, all within perfect timing, divine timing, okay? Because that's all the supernatural beauty. So tap your supernatural beauty. And if you're watching videos like mine, especially, I'm about that. And the older I get, I wake up in the morning, with an attitude of gratitude. I don't turn on TV in the respect. If I do, it's because I want to hear the music, the nice meditative music. And that's how we do it. But some people, have to go to work and all that kind of jazz. But always try to find a time that you can have some quiet power time, okay? And tap the beautiful ones, my loves, okay? Many blessings and enjoy this winter solstice, okay? There's so much going to happen for 2018. Love to all. Ciao.